The court should expect the county solicitor or the attorney that's representing the agency to understand and apply the overarching principles that incarcerated parents are really the same as parents who are not incarcerated, except for where they're living at the particular time. The county attorney should make sure that the family service plan has reasonable and obtainable goals, and they should require that the agency caseworkers comply with the court order and make sure that visitation is occurring and that anything else that has been put in the court order takes place.
What do you want people to know about what it was like to visit your mom in jail, and why is it important to visit?
Because I got to see my mom. It was important to me because I love my mom, and it was just exciting for me.
You know that the relationship is very important for all parents and for all children to, no matter what the situation is, even if you think that the relationship is not the best or it's not safe, understand that a parent and a child bond is something that's unbreakable. You cannot take that away from anybody. So when I turn 18 and you haven't allowed me to see my mother in 4 years because she's been in jail, well, guess what? When I turn 18, I'm gonna go down to that jail. I'm gonna go find my mom. I'm gonna talk to my mom because that's my mom. Nobody can take that from me.
Good morning, everyone. All right, so Jalen has remained with the aunt. Has she been having visitation with mother, Ms. Creighton? Has mother been visiting Jaden?
No, Your Honor, she's only had one visit since the last hearing.
All right, Ms. Thurman, why was there only one visitation?
Your Honor, I would call the caseworker. Could you state your name, please? Sure, Candace Ford. And Ms. Ford, can you address the issue of visitation with mother?
Yes, I can. Maternal Aunt Miss Smith was able to transport Jadlyn to one visit. Since that initial visit, her car broke down and she was no longer able to provide transportation. And we have had difficulty with the foster care caseworker being able to transport Jadlyn, and there has been some difficulties with the weather trying to get a case aid.
But that's unacceptable because it's been 3 months and the child has only had one visitation with her mother. And the court order specifically specified that if for any reason Ms. Smith was unable to transport the child to the visitation with her mother at the county jail, that either the agency was to provide a case aid or the foster care agency was to provide the transportation. How come nobody presented a motion? Ms. Creighton, how come I'm just hearing about this 3 months later? Ms. Harris, how come no motion was filed requesting the court to enforce the court order?
Your Honor, this is before talking to my client. I wasn't aware that there hadn't been transportation. So that is the reason why there hadn't been a motion.
When her mother was arrested, it was very hard. Jadlyn had thought her mother had died. I had to take her in to show her that they had revived her. As far as Lexi goes, she went running down the street, panicking and hysterical, and I had to calm them down and let them know everything was going to be all right. And I felt like I made promises that I couldn't keep as far as them seeing their mother whenever she was arrested.
While my mom was incarcerated, our relationship actually got a lot better. We were talking more, and it was a lot easier for me to be comfortable with her being my mom. And she's one of the most important people in my life, and to have a relationship with her is just really important. Although they are incarcerated, they are still a part of my life.
Just because my parents is incarcerated doesn't mean that I will one day be incarcerated.
Today, I'm 22 years old. I work for a unit. It's called the Youth Support Partner Unit. It's a wonderful program. They hire, alumni from the system from all different sections to be able to relate to the children that are actually in system now, in care now. I am a part-time college student. I'm going for, social work. I have a part-time job as well as the Youth Support Partner Unit. I work for Ward Home, which is actually the independent living program that I aged out from. My children are 7. They are in 1st grade. They drive me nuts, but I love them to pieces. They, they teach me something every day about myself. It's definitely parenthood is definitely a growing experience, and I just, I try to make sure that I have that relationship and that bond with my children that I seem to miss out from so many different angles in my life.